So the latest is that the investigation now is involving everybody, from federal authorities to state authorities, really trying to uncover both what happened, what led up to this, but then also everything about the aftermath, about the response. And so this is going to be a thorough investigation. It's going to be a long one, but we have to make sure that we get the answers that we're seeking in this.
Governor, are those divers back in the water at this point?
These divers have been back in the water for hours now. I can't stress enough the heroism of these folks. They are in frigid conditions. They are down there in darkness where they can literally see about a foot in front of them. They are trying to navigate mangled metal, and they're also in a place that it is now presumed that people have lost their lives. So the work of these first responders, the work of these divers, I cannot stress enough how remarkable these individuals are.
But Governor, can you talk about the rebuild, specifically this port, huge economic impact for the state?
It's a huge economic impact for the country. And that's why I think when we've seen how the entire country has rallied around Maryland and rallied around Baltimore, it's because they understand that the Port of Baltimore is not just impacting Maryland. If you look at this, this port is responsible for over 51 million tons of foreign cargo. That's the largest in the country. That for everybody who is buying cars, for everybody who is buying farm equipment, we're the largest port in the country that does that. So this is not just impacting Maryland. This is impacting that farmer in Kentucky. It's impacting that auto dealer in Michigan. And so it is imperative that we get this bridge rebuilt. It's imperative that we get the Port of Baltimore back up and going. And it's not just about how are we supporting Maryland. This is about how we're supporting the American economy. Yeah, well, the top priority for me right now is still the recovery. We've got to bring these families closure. I promise these families that I would instruct every single asset that we have to focus on that search and rescue, air, land, and sea assets, to focus on search and rescue. Now that we've transitioned to the recovery phase, my promise to them is this: I will devote every single resource to making sure that you receive closure.